The intangible, the connections of people with place are really strong here. My father was here since he was 16. My grandchildren are now coming here and doing all the things that we used to do, damming the creek, swimming in the sea. This sense of place and sense of belonging and of people is very key, very core to our being here, and we would like to see that preserved.
Come in, have a look. This is the Barlow shack. My father built it when he was 16. Then he went to war, Second World War, came back and there were termites in it, so he rebuilt it. It's a very solid structure, has the most beautiful view. We've got the very unusual tap, the fireplace with all the pots that we use for cooking, the double bed with the TV, and we've got a front room with 2 beds in it. My brother and I used to come down here every weekend, all holidays. I would cry when I went up the hill because I had to put shoes on. We would roam free. My mother would put a red towel on the line to tell us when we knew we had to get back if we had the red towel. My father's ashes are down here. He was very connected to the surf, so his is in the water. And my mother, her ashes are scattered around, and this is where I'm going to be as well.
Hi, how are you going? Come in, welcome. This is Fairyland, and it was early 30s. Joyce and Alan built it, and they built it out of stone. All the timber came from a Japanese sub hit a merchant ship out to sea, and all the timber floated into burning palms, and then they picked it up, dragged it over here, then cut it themselves, and then they started building all the windows and doors and everything here. The next thing they built was the beautiful chimney that we cook on all the time, and it draws beautifully and it warms the place up in the winter months. And then through to the kitchen, so we've got a solar batteries outside. So we've got all electrics, and we've got like microwaves and jugs and all the electrical things, and then we've got gas cookers here as well. This is a chair he built from just bits and bobs, scraps of timber. Yeah, so this is tarragon, and there's chilies, there's all bok choy, mustard greens, a lot of rocket. This is all the lettuce up there.
All of our members come from the shack community, and that's always been the case since the surf club first started in 1938. It's been the core place for our membership. It's been the cabin community. If you look at the patrol roster in there, you'll see they're all basically family-based patrols. In my patrol, as myself, my 3 daughters and their 3 boyfriends, right? Well, 2 of my husbands now, right? So they're family-based type patrols. The surf clubs and the cabin community are combined. They're joined. So if we lost the people that are currently in the shacks, right, or if it changed, we wouldn't have a surf club.
Hello, come on in. Okay, so we have kitchen space to your right, and there's a camper stove to prepare meals. So we've got a double bed bunk and 3 single beds, some solar powered fridges. Having a shack, we've always been raised to know that we're very lucky and privileged. You come down here, your phone doesn't work, it's not operational, so you actually are able to give your brain a clear break, and you can read a book and decompress. It's just a nice way to switch off and enjoy the Australian landscape.
The shacks themselves represent, I think, the pioneering spirit of those people in the 1920s, 30s, 40s who chose to come to remote areas and to recreate. And there used to be shacks all up and down the coast, and now the majority of them have all been bought, pulled down, and trophy homes have been put up. This is the last remaining coastal grouping of shacks without a road access, and that's the main thing. There's no road access probably in Australia. You know, we think that this deserves a place in Australia's history.
So this is a kerosene fridge. It's actually not in function anymore because they're tricky animals, but we keep it as a cupboard. And then these are safes, meat safes, which used to be fridges. You'd have a Hessian cloth running over them with water, and they would keep the food cool. This is a primus. It has kerosene in here. You put metho there. The metho heats the kerosene to vaporise it, and then you get a lovely flame at the top. Everything was carried down. So this aluminium was this light stuff. Most people had corrugated iron, which is heavy. But here was this newfangled material, corrugated aluminium, and Dad got that and brought that down and rebuilt this shack out of this newfangled material, which doesn't rust. So it's been here since the 1950s. Well, the bottle walls were retaining the sand, and you didn't have to carry them back up the hill. So most of these date, well, 1955, they've got dates on them, 56, 55. They did a lot of drinking in 55. My father did his time, I've done my time, but now I think it's the next generation who'll be involved in the future. Just a few weeks ago, my grandson, who is 12, said, I really love this place, I'm going to bring my children and my grandchildren here. And Bruce said, well, I hope you do. My husband said, I hope you do. We've been here a long time, and we're a fairly determined and resilient group of people. We have strong connections to this place, strong feelings, and we're not going away.